President Donald Trump's COVID-19 diagnosis was the top topic Friday for late-night comedians, who wished the president a speedy recovery but couldn't resist a few jabs about his handling of the pandemic. ABC's Jimmy Kimmel opened his monologue discussing the positive tests of the president and First Lady Melania Trump, while others came back on their day off to address it, reflecting the gigantic nature of the news. Stephen Colbert, who did not have a new episode of CBS The Late Show scheduled Friday, put one together after the president's diagnosis was revealed. The Daily Show host Trevor Noah, who appears Monday through Thursday on Comedy Central, made a short video addressing the topic. Here's a sampling of their commentary. Colbert explained that he decided to put together the unusual episode because of the consequential news of the Trump's diagnosis. He arranged for two appropriate guests, CBS chief medical correspondent Dr. John LaPook and longtime political reporter John Dickerson. Colbert, a frequent Trump critic, tried to separate the health of the couple and the need to protect the presidency from Trump's own behavior. Say what you will about the president, and I do, this is a serious moment for our nation. And we all wish the President and the First Lady of the United States a speedy and a full recovery, Colbert said. After detailing Trump's helicopter trip to Walter Reed Medical Center after developing a fever and other symptoms, Colbert discussed the importance of protecting the president's health while sprinkling in some barbs aimed at Trump himself. I really think it's important for all of us to separate the man from the office, and I hope on November 3rd, we literally do, Colbert said. But for now, I find it troubling, moving even, to see the President of the United States being taken to the hospital. He continued, to recap, the commander-in-chief of the most powerful nation on earth has fallen ill with a virus that has hobbled the entire world. This, after spending the last few months holding rallies, mocking people who wear masks and generally acting like he was invincible, even though he's a 74-year-old man with pre-existing conditions. The diagnosis shouldn't have been surprising, Colbert said. A lot of people are calling this an October surprise. I think it's more like an October yeah. He noted that Democratic nominee Joe Biden wished the Trumps a swift recovery. That's a classy response, Colbert said. But let's not forget. Biden needs Trump to get better. I mean, at the next debate, Joe can't interrupt himself. The Daily Show with Trevor Noah doesn't air episodes on Friday, but the host put together a short video that included a strong message about masks along with some digs about how Trump misinformed the public and resisted safety protocols relating to the virus. As a comedian, I'm not going to lie, my first instinct was to make jokes, said Noah. Jokes about how a 74-year-old man who doesn't eat vegetables and eats way too much meat is literally the kind of guy that Corona puts in its dating profile. I also wanted to make jokes about how Dr. Fauci is at the White House right now prescribing Trump bleach injections and bottles of I told you so. Then he got serious. If the President of the United States can get coronavirus, then what excuse do the rest of us random jerks have for not wearing a mask? This guy literally had people tested around him. He had the Secret Service bitch slap anyone who even sneezed in his direction, he said. And yet still, because he wasn't wearing a mask and he insisted coronavirus was fake and didn't take the necessary precautions he should have, now he's back in the bunker being cussed at by Melania like he was a White House Christmas decoration, Noah said, referring to comments the First Lady made about Christmas in a recording released Thursday. Noah then got to his main point. People, coronavirus doesn't care about your politics. It doesn't care if you believe in it or not. What it does care about is if you're wearing a mask. And no, I'm not saying that a mask makes you impervious, but I'm saying if it can help at all, then why not take the chance? He said. He closed with an urgent instruction: wear a mask.